Hey everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. In today's video, we are going to be recapping my budget for the last 2 weeks and preparing my budget for the next 2 weeks. So I hope you'll stay tuned. Alright you guys, we are going to get through this video the best we can. I am sick again. I don't know what is going on with me. Okay, so you guys know I like to keep things light and fun. I like to laugh and have a good time. But when I laugh, I start to cough, and then I get all stuffy and I have to blow my nose, and it's just a chain reaction of bad things, you guys. So I apologize if this one is a little boring because I'm gonna try not to laugh. Okay. Recapping my budget for the last 2 weeks. For those of you who are new here, I only budget my income. I don't budget my husband's income. I get paid bi-weekly, so I prepare a budget 2 weeks at a time. I only budget for the 2 weeks coming up after my payday. So that said, there may be bills and such that you don't see in my budget, either because they're not due in the next 2 weeks or they're not paid out of my income. So I just want to preface this with that. So since I budget per paycheck, only for 2 weeks at a time, I always know what my bills are going to be. I know what my income is, what I have committed to my savings and sinking funds, that is that. So the only thing that fluctuates is my my bi-weekly expenses. So my groceries, my gas or fuel for the car, food, fun, miscellaneous, and then this drinking water is for us to fill up the 5-gallon jugs. Sorry about that. To fill up the 5-gallon jugs of drinking water for our home. So I budget $300 for groceries. We spent $266. I budgeted $40 for gas, and we spent all of it. I budgeted $80 for food fund, spent all of it. Budgeted $60 for miscellaneous, spent $50, so nearly all of it. And then for drinking water, $15, and spent all of it. So you guys, we don't have a whole lot in rollover money, which I usually put towards games and savings challenges. For rollover money, we have $44, which is $495 minus $451. So $44, so not a lot. Usually we had, like, last time we had $118. I think the week before that we had $200 something. But with me being sick, with my husband being sick, and with Kayla being sick, and Nicholas starting to get sick, we don't feel like cooking. So we've just been, like, grabbing stuff here and there. It's just been, I don't know, there was a lot outgoing. And honestly, you guys, I don't even know where some of it went. Sorry, I started laughing and then I started coughing. I don't even know where some of the money went. That's the bad news. The good news is that at least it was cash. There was no credit. There was no, charging on a credit card or anything like that. So I just don't know where it went. Because I was not in the right frame of mind to, like, monitor it as closely as I should have. Anyways, we have $44 in rollover money. Okay, so let's take a look at April. That was our last payday for March. So let's take a look at April. So April, we are going to be working with this payday here on April 4th. So I'm going to highlight that in this green color. I've already marked it here as April 4th paycheck. So April 4th paycheck is going to pay my gas bill, my water bill, and my internet bill. Alright, I have property taxes due on the 10th, but that is paid from a separate account out of my husband's income, so I don't include it in my budget. And then we also have taxes to the government due on the 15th. Which I'm going to have to pull out of my my this and that income. But I don't budget that income, so I'm not going to show that here either. But these are two big bills that I do have to pay coming up. Okay, so that means that we are going to be in our budget. Let me scooch this over just a bit. Can you still see that? I feel like I run out of space a lot. Okay, so we're going to be starting here with my pay date, and it's 4/04. And the pay cycle is going to go from 4/04 all the way through April 17th, because my next payday is the 18th. Okay? All right. Now, my income this go around for me was $17.16. I am going to include my rollover of $44. And then I'm also going to include this and that. And this is $56. And this is the giving portion. This is what I give on top of the income that I get from this and that, which is YouTube. This go around, it's YouTube and or Etsy. For those of you who don't know, I did start a Ko-fi page, and I am offering memberships over there. So probably next budget cycle, I haven't decided how I'm going to pay out from those transactions, but next budget cycle will most likely include giving on top of the income from my Ko-fi memberships. So this and that is YouTube, Etsy, and then it will include Ko-fi in the near future. Hold please. Okay, so that total is $1,816. All right, from my monthly spread here, with this green color, we're going to be paying my gas bill, and that's $53. We're going to be paying my water bill, and that's $82. And we're going to be paying my internet bill, and that's $130. So total bills this month is $265. So if we take 1,816 minus 265, that's not what we're left with. 1,816 minus 265, we get 1,551. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way because we don't need to see that anymore. We'll switch these around here a little bit. I think you can see that better. Okay, and then for groceries, we are going to budget $300 again. For fuel, it's going to be $40. Food fun is going to be $80. Miscellaneous is going to be $60. And drinking water is going to be $15. That amount has worked for us for a long time. Just recently, for whatever reason, we've been using more of it. Maybe it's because the grocery prices are higher, the fuel has been higher, but it's been high for a while and it hasn't impacted us as much, but probably because I wasn't as vigilant as I should have been with what was going out of my cash envelopes. So we'll try to do $495 again. So if we take $1,551 minus our expenses now of $495, we are left with $1,056. Okay, and because of our low rollover amount, our money that we set aside for my games is going to go down. Okay, so we're gonna do 80 for Mini Mondays, so 40 each week. We're gonna do 80 for Faith Fridays, again 40 each week. We're not going to adjust my goals binder. We're going to keep that at 130, and we're going to keep my vacation binder at 100. Only because those are things that I've committed to that I don't want to, sorry about that. I don't want to mess with those amounts, so we're just going to leave them at 130 and 100. For games, we're going to take out 100. And then we're going to put a line here also for games. And we're going to use this $44 in rollover money. So essentially we'll have 144 divided by 2. We'll have $72. So not a whole lot for our games and savings challenges this coming budget cycle, but you know, we do what we have to do, right? Okay, so this total is $534. So if we take 1,056 minus 534, we are left with 522. Okay, and so then if we go over to our sinking funds, we have 522 to work with. Okay, hold please. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, you guys, this is so hard. I'm so sorry if it's all choppy and icky. But okay, so let's see. For giving now, we're doing our sinking funds tracker. For giving, we're going to be giving $227. And that is giving off of my income plus this and that of $56. Okay, so $227. Next holiday is going to get 20. Graduation is going to get 20. And then each of the kids will get $10. And so that total is $297. Over onto our annual sinking funds, Auto Club is going to get 10. Canva is going to get 5. Costco is fully funded already, and it's not even due until next year, March. Hopefully I'll be able to explain that in the cash stuffing if I have better voice and not prone to coughing fits. Dog tags are going to get 10. Escrow is going to get 15. P.O. Box is going to get 7. Prime is also fully funded. Tahoe tags is going to get 5. Tax prep is going to get 15. Tax buffer is going to get 20. And truck tax is going to get 7. So this all totals $94. And if this is your first time joining me for a budget with me, I am so sorry. Normally I go in and explain things in a little bit more detail, but I just don't have the capacity to do that right now. But if you're interested in this at all, I have a whole playlist of budget with me's. So this is not a good first one for you, and I'm sorry. Okay, so going down to revolving, my revolving sinking funds. These are the sinking funds that I pull from most often, you know, annual I don't pull from at all until they're due. And then long term, you know, I try not to pull from those if I can help it. So my revolving, you know, kind of, it's revolving. It gets pulled from more often. So beauty is going to get 10. Date night is going to get 10. Let's see, gifts is going to get 10. Pool supplies is going to get 20. And puppers is going to get 10. So this section right here totals $60. So I don't put anything here in long term because my long term sinking funds are funded through my mini Monday. And if you missed it, I did have a reallocation video go up on Thursday, April 3rd, reallocating all of the savings challenges that I completed in March. And so my sinking funds did get a nice little bump from those savings challenges that were completed last month. Okay. All right, so this is not going to get anything. So the total of these three sections, we have 297 plus 94 plus 60 is 451. And that's from 404 all the way through 417. Okay, so if I take my sinking funds then of $451 and put that total here, okay, and then I subtract 522 minus 451, we get $71. So we will leave $71 as a buffer in my account. And then as far as cash, we will pull $495 for my expenses. We'll pull $534 for my games and savings challenges. And we'll pull $451 for my sinking funds. So we'll need a total of $1,480 in cash. Right? $495 plus, oh no, because we don't need the $44 from games because we have that in rollover money. Okay, so we need $495 plus $534 minus 44 plus 451. So $1436. Okay. Oh, hate whiteout. Okay, $1436. Okay, so we need $1436 in cash. I will do my cash breakdown off camera. Okay, so I'm going to put my budget sheets in here. I'll do my cash breakdown off camera, go to the bank, and we'll do a cash stuffing, and hopefully by the time, because this is Thursday night, I'll go to the bank tomorrow, we'll do a cash stuffing tomorrow night. So hopefully tomorrow night my voice will be a little bit better, my cough will be a little bit better, and be able to have some fun, because I feel like this was pretty boring today, because I'm trying my hardest not to laugh. Okay, so anyways, that is going to do it for me today, you guys. Oh, okay. That's going to do it for me today, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And thank you so much for bearing with me. I appreciate you. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.